So, I know my channel is known for making car guy, non-car guy, and cheap car videos, but sometimes I enjoy making random videos about various topics in car culture. And also, I'm kinda getting sick of making cheap car videos right now, so yeah. Anyways, today we'll be taking a look at concept cars that we're glad didn't make it into production. So, we all know and love the Dodge Charger for being an iconic American car. It's used by our police force and ultimately just makes for a really amazing four-door car. Its bulky and muscular appearance gives it a commanding presence, but what if I told you that Dodge almost effed that up? In 1999, Dodge unveiled a concept of their new Charger and it didn't quite have the charm of the Chargers of the past. Despite this, the car wasn't actually that horribly received, as the public didn't hate its guts entirely. To be fair, this was the time when America was going through a weird sleek phase and all the pony and muscle cars of the time were looking more curvy and sleek instead of bulky and boxy. The longer I stare at it, the more I realize its proportions aren't hideous and the way the car curves isn't too half bad. It's the grille that irks me, and ultimately when compared to modern Dodge Chargers, I just can't bring myself to love this design. I'm glad that from 2005 onwards, American cars have gone back to doing what they do best. The Dodge Charger had the ultimate fortune of being revived, but the Chevy Belair didn't quite get so lucky. Chevrolet attempted to reboot the long-dead Belair, but they were met with immediate hardship as the design of this car wasn't striking at all. It failed to capture the nostalgia from the fans of the past, and it didn't feel modern enough to be comparable to the cars of the present. There simply was no room or need for a Belair reboot, as Chevy's lineup was already pretty full. The only moderately interesting feature of this car was its 3.5-liter inline-5 engine. Sometimes it's best to leave what's in the past in the past. When we think of Lamborghini, we think of sexy, fast supercars. Sure, they've made some interesting cars in the past that parted away from that trope, but the car I'm about to show you parted a bit too far. The Lamborghini Genesis was a minivan that featured a lot of Lamborghini parts, but most noticeably a Countach engine. The car was pushing out an impressive 455 horsepower and even had gull-wing doors, but I personally think it could have done without them. The Genesis never made it past the concept phase, and that might just be for the better. Minivans and Lamborghini just don't belong together in the same sentence. I don't even know what to say about this car, so I'll just improvise. Its proportions kind of remind me of an old classic vehicle, and its front grille is just hideous as it looks like a beak. It was designed to compete with Bentleys in 2020, but I don't even think this car can compete with a Bentley from 2000, much less 2020. It's so adorable to see people in the past design what they think the future looks like, especially when they're wrong. I'm just joking, so don't get butthurt. I'm aware some future concepts actually do pave the way for new design, but I'm glad Acura decided against this and went on to redesign the NSX, which would then take them about a decade to complete, but hey, at least it turned out marginally better than this thing. Time for some dishonorable mentions. So I noticed that most concept cars use the word vision in them. The designers apparently need their eyesight checked because their vision sucks. Here are a few examples: Rolls-Royce Vision, Mercedes-Benz Vision Tokyo, and Honda Vision XS1. The Bugatti Vision GT though, it's looking really sick. These guys need to take some notes from the guy who designed that. Now he's got real vision. I'm a Koenigsegg fanboy, by the way, and before someone thinks I'm a Bugatti fanboy, I'm just giving Bugatti credit where credit is due. And here is the final entry, and damn am I disappointed in Lexus. Come on, they debuted this in 2015? That makes it the most recent entry on this list, and I just don't see any hint of modern design in this car. You're better than this, Lexus. You just started making sexy sports cars again. Don't freaking ruin this for yourself. The large Lexus grille design really doesn't fit this tiny hatchback, and it's not doing it any justice in the looks department. I'm glad Lexus shelved this, as it would have put a stain on their current amazing lineup. I hope you enjoyed this video or maybe got a good laugh. If you enjoy an automotive channel that uploads regularly, then make sure to hit subscribe. Like this video and share with friends and see if they've heard of any of these before. Other than that, thanks for watching, Blade Angel out.